Alright, so in today's video, I'm quite excited about this. We're going to be opening this box here. This has literally only just arrived. This should be the new Heewing T1-S. And I basically don't know anything about this, other than the fact that I know that obviously it's called a T1-S and that it comes in its own carry case, the same as the Heewing T2. That is literally all I know. So we're going to unbox this together and we're going to discover together what is this new Heewing T1-S. So yeah, let's not mess around, let's get into it. It does say cut shallowly, so I'm not going to go jamming the knife in really deep. Try and get through all of this tape that they've got everywhere here. There's plenty of it. This has taken ages to get here. It's annoying because it actually made it to the country quite quickly, but then it sat with the local courier on the floor of their warehouse for days. I've been very frustrated because I've been wanting to see what this is. Right, that's the box open. Let's see what we've got. Annoyingly, I've opened the box upside down because the carry handle's on the other side. Let's see if I can get this out. Come on. Right, there we go. Get rid of that. Here we go. So, a little carry case. Very, very similar to the carry case for the Heewing T2. Shorter, smaller, bit fatter. Nice little handle on the top there with some latches. So in front here it just says Heewing, and in the faint text in the background there, you probably won't be able to see it on the camera, but it does say T1 Ranger and some other bits. And on the back here, T1 twin motor version. Some basic instructions about how to assemble the aircraft by the looks of it. VTOL version. Okay, well anyway, let's get into the case. Which way up do we reckon it is? Zip clip. It's quite tight. Ooh. There we go. And yes, it's a VTOL. It's the VTOL aircraft. We've got the tilt motors here. Where do we start? Okay, so there is the fuselage. And superficially, that looks the same as the standard Heewing T1 and the Heewing T1 VTOL. I'm wondering what they've done different to make this a T1-S. Looking inside, so that's got the Heewing FX405 flight controller. There's an ESC there with connectors on it for connecting a motor. Okay, interesting. XT-City connector. There's a GPS pre-installed. I don't know any of the specs of any of this, by the way. I mean, if I figure it out, I'll put it on the screen. So yeah, so fuselage has got the flight controller and the ESC and a GPS pre-installed, and then obviously we've got the wing connectors. They look the same as the connectors on the T1. So there's nothing about the fuselage that looks different to the T1. Same camera mount stuff. What else do we have in the box? So just tucked in here there is a spar, which obviously you're going to need for the wings. Very thin spar. No, I think that is right. We've then got the tail assembly. Sorry, the horizontal stabilizer. Hasn't got the linkages connected up yet for the servo or anything, so I'm going to have to glue that in. But the servo itself is in there. And it does look like there might be a connector buried in there. So I'm wondering if they've made this new T1 the same as the T2, where you've got like a quick disconnect tail. In fact, actually, I'm noticing now there is a little button there. Same as what you have in the T2, there's a little button there for disconnecting the tail boom by the looks of it. Very interesting. Okay, put that there. What else have we got? Little thing of stickers. Obviously we love stickers. We've then got, see, the wings. So again, very similar looking to the T1 wings and the T1 VTOL wings. But like I say, this is a VTOL. Improved the wiring on here. It's actually got like a weird, like sort of like silicon covering on the wiring, which is cool. And then crucially, these connectors here, this all looks the same. I'm not really seeing anything obviously different here in the connectors for the wings. LED in the wingtip there. Again, they haven't connected the horns, so they're going to need to be glued in. Okay, but yeah, other than that, it looks the same as the T1. And then obviously there's the other wing there. Exactly the same. We've then got vertical stabilizer. Again, looks exactly the same as the vertical stabilizer on the original T1, so I'm going to guess that literally clips in like that and will be screwed in place. Although there is a little bit, just a little bit on the end there. That didn't used to be there on the original one. I wonder if that sort of somehow locks in place. Yes, it does. Look at that. I don't know if you heard that, it clicked. And then I guess if I press that button, it disconnects. Okay, right. Okay, I'm seeing a difference now. So the vertical stabilizer now, it's not actually held in place with screws. On the original T1 and T1 VTOL, you had to screw this in place. This is now a quick connect. Clicks into place. Press the button to disconnect it. So that is new. That is an upgrade on what we had before. Also in the box we've then got, well, so here is the boom for the tail. So it's got the VTOL motor in it. And yes, so this is different. So we've now got a connector built in here. We've got the little metal tabs there. So this is going to be for connecting power to the horizontal stabilizer, I'm going to guess. Does that go in like that? Yes, it does. Clicked into place, and that little button there lifted up. Okay, so that all connects now with no tools or screws. And then to disconnect it, I'm going to guess just press that button there. Disconnects. Nice. Okay. So that's also an upgrade. Now, a little bit more on this end though. So we've now got, there's no connector on this end like there is with the T2 VTOL. So we've just got the banana plug connectors here and a servo lead. So you're going to have to manually feed these cables into there. And then you have to figure out where to plug them in there, which I'm sure is not that complicated. It's still a lot easier than what we had before. So yeah, that is also quite an upgrade. So it seems that basically what they've done is they've taken the original T1 VTOL and then they've taken some inspiration from the T2 VTOL to make it much easier to, you know, assemble and deassemble the aircraft in the field without needing any tools. This is all very cool. And also you get the benefit that comes in a case as well. Is there anything else in here? This bit looks like it might be removable. And yeah, so we've just got a bag with the various horn connections for the ailerons and the rudder. I've got a little metal bracket there for screwing on the tail boom, plywood parts, and obviously a little handle for the hatch because that's been glued in. So you're going to have to do a little bit of assembly just to connect some of this stuff together. We've then got a bag here, so that's got the little USB programmer gizmo, and then there's some additional wiring. So if you want to attach different things like FPV stuff, because obviously it doesn't come with that. And then the last thing we've got, just a bag of propellers with some screws. I think that is everything that is in the box. Yes, it is. Okay, so now we've had a very quick look at the box. Let's just really quickly put it together and just see, you know, how long it takes. So if you're going to take the tail boom, that's going to click in like that, nice and quick. And then the vertical stabilizer literally slots on, clicks like that. That's nice and quick. The cables, we're then going to have to route them into there. It would have been nice if this had the same kind of sort of connector that the T2 had, where you literally just plug that in as well without having to route cables around, but I'll take it. Wait a minute, I need to grab the little metal collet thing out of the bag. That needs to go on first. So feed the wires through there like that. Slide that down onto the tube. And then now we can feed the wires into the tail like so. Like so, and then we can kind of push the tail boom into place, and that does lock in place as well. There's like a little notch in there, so you can't put it in diagonally. It does lock in straight. We can then put that on there and then tighten up the little collet like that. Ideal. We can then take the spar, which is going to go in that hole there. It's going to slide through, and then if we grab the wings, so these should, they look like the same connector as the original T1, so these should just click in place. Perfect, nice little satisfying click there. And then we'll do the same for the other one. Slide that on like that. And that's the aircraft mostly assembled. So the only other thing we've got to do now is just connect up the wires. The little banana connectors there need to connect to the same connectors on the ESC. And I'm going to guess that we're going to just match the colors. So the red one will go to the red one. The black one will go to the black one. And the orange one will go to the orange one, just like that. And then this servo connector here, I'm going to guess is going to plug in there, because that is the only slot on the flight controller that hasn't been occupied. So we will literally plug that in just like that, he says. Cool. And then literally just attach the canopies in place. There you go. So there is the new Heewing T1-S VTOL. And I know a lot of you are going to look at this and just be like, well, that's the same as the original T1 VTOL. But obviously it's not. It's different because they've designed this so that it can go into this carry case for nice, easy sort of like transportation. And then obviously when you're at the field, you can very quickly assemble the aircraft and then also very quickly disassemble the aircraft again to put it back into the case without requiring any tools. It's a small but very good upgrade. I'm actually really impressed with that. Now obviously this isn't completely ready to fly at this exact moment. As I said, like I need to do things like glue on the little horns here, connect the linkages, attach the propellers, and I'm sure there's a little bit of firmware stuff that needs to be done just to fully refine it. But yeah, this is basically what the new T1-S apparently is. It's a VTOL that comes in a carry case. I actually really like it. I actually remember saying to Nikki at Heewing about a year or two ago when the T2 came out, that'd be really cool if the T1 also had a carry case. So I personally am actually really happy to see this. I love my original T1. I've owned it for years. It's still my favorite aircraft. And I know you can disconnect the wings on the original T1, but like taking apart the tail and stuff is a bit fiddly. You do need tools. And it does mean that like, taking the T1 on like a train or something, it's not very practical. So yeah, I love this. This is great. The ability to just quickly take it apart and put it into a case like this. Awesome. No, good job, Heewing. So anyway, yeah, this is an incredibly quick kind of rush video. Like I just really wanted to just see what this was and just have a really quick look at it. Now obviously I will do a part 2 video where I actually put this all together, have a look at what state the firmware is in, and then obviously we'll take it out for a flight, and I'll do a video where I kind of show you in detail how this aircraft performs. But yeah, just for today, just a very quick unboxing to see what you get. If you enjoyed watching this video, as always, please do give it a like, and yeah, I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers guys, bye.